Sipping Unscripted is back for another episode, and this time we are still fresh off another vacation. But this time it was a special occasion. It was my birthday vacation. Like, if you guys been following the podcast, you know every single year, at least 3 to 4 times a year, we take a celebration trip to go celebrate our birthdays, and this year was no different. And we actually went to Barbados this year. I
Yeah,
loved
we
it.
did some things. We did some things
We did
in Barbados.
some good things, some bad things, but overall, we had a whole lot of fun. That's the only thing that really matters, right?
From what you remember, right?
I actually remember a lot from this trip than I did the last trip we had, but it is some details that's actually kind of foggy, just a little bit. But some of the fun
Mm-hmm.
stuff I actually do remember. Some of the things that we did, some of the things that we went on a boat again. We went down zip lines this time around. That was my first time zip lining. But overall, the trip was amazing. But so just to rewind it all the way back to the beginning, the flight was fine. We did not like
It was
traveling.
long.
It was long. It was long.
That flight was long. I think one of the things, and I think we were discussing this, one of the things that we have to do going forward,
Mm,
we can't fly in and out of JFK anymore. So if it means we have to limit the places that we go, I can't make that truck up
yeah.
to JFK anymore. It
Yeah.
is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So
And like our
airport.
flight was so early that we had to leave my house at 3 to get to the airport early. And it's just the construction around the airport was crazy.
Right.
Yeah, we can't go there anymore.
Yeah. So we're
So that
at
might limit the
JFK.
places.
Yeah, we're at JFK as a. If we got to go through JFK, we got to pick a whole new place because
Yeah.
as we was driving, like going to the terminal, we was like in one of the last terminals, and with JFK, it seems like they don't even list that particular terminal until the very end. And I'm like, where's number 8? Like we going 1 through 7 through 8, but I was like, where's number 8? And then we saw a sign that said number 8, but our driver didn't even veer off to the right of that sign. I was like, damn, don't tell
So
me
we
this
had to
dude
circle the
got to
whole
circle the
airport.
airport again. Like, I don't know what they got going on in JFK, but whatever they got going on, they need to just stop it and just make the airport a little bit more accessible because JFK is a mess. That was what, the
Yeah.
second
And
or third
then
time we went through JFK?
I think the second time. And then another thing is you and I went to a Giants preseason game the night before.
Mm,
So it was fine, but we didn't sleep. And
right.
so the world may not know, but me with no sleep, I get a little grumpy,
Right.
right? So when we got to the airport, I unzipped my little carry-on bag, had my blanket and my bag, and I went to sleep. And I think y'all was trying to get me to like eat before we got on the plane. You was like, "You want anything?" And I think I might have gave you like the look of death.
Right. Just for waking you up. Yes, you
Yeah,
kind
because
of
I
did.
was so tired. I was so tired. So when I got on the plane, I'm pretty sure I was asleep before the plane even took off.
Yes, you was, and you was the first one that actually boarded before me, and I was like, "Yo, she gonna take my window seat, and she gonna be knocked out before we even board." But
I waited.
you did, but just talking about like American, like first we had the airport, which we didn't like JFK. Then we had American Airlines, who I'm not even a fan of because every time I take
Me
them, I
neither.
have an issue with them. Like they didn't include my TSA
Yes,
pre-check
I
on the
did.
app, so I had to go to a different line in order to get that added. And then like, which it wasn't too much of a problem, but it was
There
it
was
was
no
a it was
TVs.
a hassle. No TVs. You got to pay for Wi-Fi. And normally, when I did take American, the last time we went to Myrtle Beach, I did use my airline points in order to get the Wi-Fi, but it was only like maybe $5, and you can use like 3,000 points. So I was like, I don't really use American like this anyway, so I went ahead and used the points for that. But for this particular trip, they wanted to charge you $25 just for Wi-Fi. And I like my Wi-Fi, but I thought $25
Yeah.
was a bit.
No, yeah, that's
That was
extreme.
extreme for a little
See,
flight
I
like
wasn't
that.
worried about Wi-Fi. All I cared about was going to sleep.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I didn't care.
I mean,
Put
going
my
there,
little
that's what we
clothes
was worried
on.
about because you had been up all night. I had been up all night because we went to the game, which was amazing as well. That actually what triggered the birthday trip. Like that was the pre-trip before the trip, going to the New York
Yeah.
Giants game and seeing them for the first time. And I had my fun. I went in peace. I didn't
Had
I didn't go as a
You
Cowboy
saw
fan.
famous Jameis. He
Yes.
threw a TD
Yeah, we
and a
saw
pick.
famous James. Yeah, we saw Jameis, which was good. We saw Russell Wilson on the sideline. We also saw their first round pick, Jackson Dart. Like they gonna have some
Yep.
issues in the quarterback room in the Giants, but I'm not a fan, so I wish them the worst of luck. But it was it was great seeing them.
Well, we had great seats.
Yes,
Shout out to, my homegirl, letting us get those seats. Her seats are great.
right,
Um, if she ever does not go to another game, I will take those seats off her hands
right,
anytime because they were excellent seats. It was in like what is it, the Corona section or whatever. It
right.
was
It was like
amazing.
mid
The
level, and
food,
that and we saw
yeah.
pretty good. I liked it, but
Um,
so the Giants
but yeah,
came, kicked off everything. Then we went to the airport, stayed up all night, went to the airport, JFK, American Airlines, had to do my pre check, had to get on a plane with no Wi Fi, no TV, had to use my own phone and stuff like that for entertainment. But going up there wasn't as bad because we was all sleepy anyway. So that wasn't terrible. That wasn't the worst part. But landing in Barbados was pretty amazing as well.
very smooth sailing.
Very smooth.
Private car to the resort. The
Yep.
island is beautiful.
Yep.
The weather was great. So like let's say even when it rains there, the sun is still shining. So we
Right.
had like a shower one day and it was like, oh, it's raining, but it's still hot and the sun is out. And it only lasted for like maybe a minute and we
Yeah.
were in the pool, so it was just like it was perfect.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I loved is that when we got there, they greeted us with rum punch. And you and I differ when it comes down to drinking beverages.
Mm,
Um, you want to drink real fast, and I want to drink where I have stuff on my stomach. So like, yeah, you'll eat, but you don't care if you haven't eaten yet. You just want to drink after drink after drink after drink until it's over for you.
right.
So that's how we're different. And the rum punch, I don't understand how you kept drinking them over and over again, because them Jones was strong.
They might have been strong, but I think I was just really, really thirsty.
No, that's what you say, but they was strong. So we had lunch and then got checked into our room. The room was amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Amazing.
I agree.
So
100%. Two bedroom. I had my own room. You had your own room. The common area, which was amazing as well. Walking out on the balcony was amazing. The number one rule that we have when we actually travel is that we got to have a great common area because why go on vacation with a group of people and you guys got either like separate rooms and stuff like that. So the common area kind of brings us all together. Morning,
yeah,
night,
it was
afternoon.
a full
Yeah,
kitchen,
full
a
kitchen.
bar, the seating area in the living room, the patio seating on the balcony, and then like the lounge seating on the balcony,
Right.
and then in like the kitchen bar area, they had like the liquor there, and then they had all the like mixing concoctions that you could do with it, so you can
Mm-hmm.
make your own drinks in the room. It was amazing,
Yes.
amazing. Like
Yes.
our bathroom was like super big. Your bathroom was a decent size. I think you were a little bit upset because our shower was bigger than your
Yeah, y'all
shower.
bathroom was a little bigger than mine actually, and I had the king room. So, but overall, I mean, I love the
Yeah, but
room
you had
actually.
also had a balcony on your room. We didn't
Oh
have a balcony
yes,
on our
true,
room.
true.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah, the room was lit. We had
definitely
our,
one of the
we
top
go with
rooms.
games. Yeah, we
Yeah.
go with games. So we learned how to play, what's it called? That one
Uno, no
game.
mercy.
No More See. Yeah, that game is crazy. Like you sitting there, you're playing like, give me the rules, what this card mean? But it was a lot of fun. It was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
yeah. I definitely encourage
Um,
everybody to play that. No mercy, Uno. Like you just said, like we had to read the rules in order to understand some of these cards. But as you see on day number 2 and 3, once we got the hang of it, like we was like, bam, 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 give me this, give me that, draw 10.
'Cause it's all
You
about
got, yeah,
strategy.
yeah. I like that Uno though. I like it because basic Uno is you can have a strategy, but playing no mercy Uno, like it can kind of change over the course of the game. Because I remember one game we was actually playing, and I was like, do I try to get like the lowest card in Uno out? Or one of the rules to remember was if the other person has 25 cards in their hand, they're automatically out of the game. So we kind of was like, we kind of had maybe about 10 to 15 cards in our hand each. And we both was trying to maybe even get to like Uno with one card, but that wasn't going to be possible. So our
Mm-mm.
whole strategy changed where we was like, yo, we just need to get the other person 10 more cards and the game will be over. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed that game when we actually had that where we got down to us like, look, I'm not going to win with one card. I'm not going to win like that. I got
Right.
to get her these draw 10s, these draw 4s and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that,
And I know this person got a draw six in their hand. Let me keep my draw six so that I don't have. Yeah,
Right. And it was
it
interesting
was
when we changed hands as well because you had to maybe try to remember what was in that hand once she got it back to you again. So if you switch, I had to try to remember like, okay, she got this in her hand. I remember that. She ain't got this color, so I need to play this color. Like it was great. It was stressful at first, but it's
fantastic.
an amazing game actually. It was a brilliant
Yeah.
idea. And then we played
All
what
right.
decodables. It was like
Yeah.
guessing certain phrases and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's get to the nitty gritty of the trip. Pool was amazing. I
Yes.
don't know if you dropped the reel yet where we were doing like the different scenes for the whole trip. Did you drop that yet?
I have not yet. No. Mm.
Okay, so when you drop that, everybody will see. So we had fun doing that. The resort, the pool, the food was amazing. We'll go back and we'll talk about like your official birthday dinner in a little bit.
Mm.
So normally you do the planning of the activities, but this time we were like, you know what? We got it. You don't plan the excursions this time. We got it.
Mm.
So the day one excursion, it was the perfect day to do it. We went on a yacht and it took us out in the ocean
Mm.
and it wasn't private. We were on it with other people, but it was a double decker. So a lot of the times we were on the second deck by ourselves, so it felt like it was by ourselves.
Right.
They served us dinner and it was open bar the whole time. So, like I said, this guy over here, if it tastes good, even if it's strong, he just gonna keep drinking, 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 drinking,
Right.
drinking. And so at one point, you was done. We got in the ocean and you laid on the float, and your fans may have seen and may not have seen you was laying on, and I'm on the float in the ocean too,
Mm.
and you like kind of I don't want to say passed out, but you fell asleep, and I'm like trying to wake you up. So I have V take a picture, and I do like this. Meanwhile, you laid out, and
Listen.
I was like, man, he looked like he dead. And we did the responsible thing. We did make them put you on a life vest because you said you didn't feel like swimming. So
Exactly.
that was fun. And then even before we did that, what is the name of the? It's not the jet ski, but what's the name of the thing we were on?
I
Um,
totally forgot. I totally
but
forgot.
that was fun.
The
So
little where you
whenever
sit
you
down in the boat and you get pulled
the
by
jet ski,
the
yeah,
jet
the
ski.
boat, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it like they take you on all the little curves and stuff. You get
Mm-hmm.
at one point I couldn't see, so I had to hold on because
Listen.
I was like, I don't weigh a lot, and if they hit this curve the right way, I'm done.
Right. I mean, for sure, he hit plenty of curves, and I think like towards the end, he hit this one wave, and this just totally got in my face. So I was kind of blinded the second half of that particular trip. But that was fun. I'm glad we did that because I think remember when we first saw it going out, you had asked, "Was you gonna
Right?
get
I
on it?"
was
I was
like,
like,
I was
"Nah,
like, I was like, oh,
no."
I'm getting on there, and you was like, no, you're not. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I am.
And you know what? The reason why I said that was because I seen too many TikTok videos where people just
Where
flying
people
off it
flip over.
and going in the ocean. Like they hit a bump or something, and the whole group just fly off the raft and just go into the ocean. But that was kind of lit. We did the responsible thing and held on, and we didn't do
Yeah.
anything crazy. So that was actually a lot more fun than what I actually think. Like for us, the common theme has been like if we do not sign our life away, then we do not want to do it. Like
Right.
every
Right. Because we
excursion
did
we
have
done
to sign
done,
our life
we had to sign
away.
my life away and be like, okay, our insurance paid this month, so everything should be good if something were to
Right. Right.
happen. But we had
Right.
fun,
So that was a lot of fun.
and I definitely
I want
was
to
knocked
say
out on that raft for sure. Like
for
I
sure.
barely remember anything
We had to
on
make
that.
you to sober you up. We had to make you get into the ocean. So
Right,
like Mick, the captain or whatever, splashed you with water, and I pretty much just kind of like pushed you over, but you had a life vest on, so like you was
right,
gonna float. So I pushed you over off the raft, and
yeah,
like you was like, all right, I'm up.
yeah. Imagine like you knowing how to swim, but you don't feel like swimming because you know you're gonna be too lit, right? So I knew I needed a life vest the moment that I stepped on that boat because I needed a drink. Since my birthday, I needed a drink. So I wanted to get lit, and ain't feel like swimming. I ain't feel like swimming. I probably would have drowned if I'd have got in that bed without a life vest. But I
Right,
enjoyed it. You
right.
guys did well. Y'all pulled that off
Yeah,
without
we had
me
fun.
doing it.
V went down the slide. I'm glad that I didn't go down the slide because once I saw them go down the slide, I was like, wait, the whole body submerges under
Yeah,
the water?
yeah,
My hair gonna get wet. So no thank you, because it would take so long to dry my locks after being in the ocean, like if I submerged everything. Like, no thank you.
yeah. I mean, what do you think
So
happens when you dive
yeah.
into a pool? You think you just stay up top? You just
Well, I mean, I thought if you have the life jacket, it'll like keep you, but
no.
after
It
seeing
brings
that, I
you
was
up.
like, yeah, I'm
It brings you
yeah, I
up.
was
It does
like,
not
yeah,
stop you
I'm
from
not
going
getting
down.
on that.
Yeah,
But the vibes on the boat was like super duper amazing.
yeah,
Um, I think that night we went to dinner. Yeah, we went to dinner that night
right.
on a resort. So they had like this amazing restaurant. You had to like, the guys had to wear slacks and collared shirts and
Mm-hmm.
females wear whatever, but the menu was amazing, the food was amazing, the
Yes,
drinks were amazing. You didn't drink because you were feeling a little you know,
right.
you needed water and Coca-Cola and Advil and stuff, so you didn't drink during dinner,
I
but
was
that was
being
fine.
responsible during dinner.
You were being responsible during dinner. They had like this musician who was like playing like all the songs. He played like three or four of my wedding songs,
Mm,
and he was singing, and I was like, "Are we sure that's a man or is that a woman?" Because the voice was just like supremely amazing.
right.
Even all the way down to the desserts. Like the desserts were like
Yeah, I
amazing.
enjoyed my lack of RAM that I actually had, so it was great.
Right, right.
I enjoyed
So
it.
that was dinner. Then the next day,
We forgot about the
we
first
go.
night though. The first night where we went to Oistins and we had
Oh
the cultural
yeah,
experience that we
the
actually had.
cultural experience.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was so many people out there. So I can. We went to Barbados, and what they said is their off season. I don't know what it would be like during on season because I felt like it was pretty darn crowded.
right.
I mean, it was people everywhere. You like bumping into people. I mean, the wait to get the food was like super long. So the place that everybody had told us about originally was Miss Pat's. But when we got there, the line was like wrapped around, and I was like, "It's no way we're standing in this line." So we went to, was it Uncle George's or
Uncle
something
George,
like
yeah,
that? Yeah,
yeah.
we went to Uncle George. I'm not real big on fish like that, so we got what, the flying fish. I don't know if that
Supposedly,
was really supposedly. I like I said, I don't know if that was really fish. It looked like fish. It didn't really taste like fish to me, but maybe it's how they cooked it or whatever.
yeah,
And it did take us a long time to get the food.
yeah.
But the rice and peas and all the other stuff, they have this stuff called macaroni pie. It is not macaroni and cheese.
No,
It looked like it was okay, but I don't really eat macaroni and cheese or stuff like that. So
right.
um, it was pretty cool though. Oyston was cool. Then you go out and they're like dancing and playing music, and they're selling stuff and
Mm-hmm.
they're selling illegal stuff, and you just walk past it and you be like, wait, is that what I think it is? And you like
Right.
walk on by, and everybody's trying to get you to buy stuff, but that's
It
you
was
just
pretty good.
assume. Yeah, it was
Oistins
pretty
was
cool.
one of the first places that I actually, when I was doing my research on this before you guys took over the excursion aspect, I did my research and Oistins was one of the first things that actually popped up on the radar. And it
Hmm.
was like the go to place on Friday nights when you first get there. So I was like,
Right,
okay, we can try it out. We really ain't got like true dinner plans that we normally do have at like a steakhouse or something like that. So I was
right.
like, we can go here, check it out. They got music, they got dance, they got food. And like you said, that was an off season. I don't want to see that place during the busy season because it was barely any way
Right,
to walk
right.
during the slow season. But yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
that was real fish or not, but it was
think
decent.
about like our hotel, right? So it's off season and we got like the pool and everything to ourselves and it's not very crowded. Imagine what that place would have been like if it was during busy season because the pools was kind of small, and I don't know about you, but I don't like being in the pool with like a whole bunch of people.
Right.
So,
Because
the
remember when we first
bartender
got
was super
there?
duper nice.
Yeah, when we first got there, it was a
Yeah.
bunch of people in the pool by the bar, the stand up pool. And they was kind
Yeah,
of like just
by the
blocking
first
off the
bar.
whole area. And I was like, I don't know if I like that. But yeah, in the busy season, I don't
Yeah.
want to see that hotel. I don't want to see the pools. I don't want to see what the beach is like because it's probably going to be overcrowded. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
100%. Mhm.
overall, the
So,
it was amazing though.
yeah. So then that what was it, the second or third day we went to what's it called?
Harrison Cave.
Chaka, yeah, Harrison Cave, and we did the zip lining. So that was a perfect day to do zip lining. It
Right.
was kind of like rainy a little bit, but the weather was still nice. So when we first did the zip lining, it had just finished pouring down raining.
Right.
But like I said, the weather was still nice. So you never been ziplining, V never been ziplining, but I have. So I kind of knew a little bit of what to expect. So they strap you up. The one thing that I can appreciate about the ziplining is the guys that were doing the ziplining were super duper fun and super duper friendly.
Right.
So that made the experience even that much better.
Right.
So
I enjoyed it.
what'd you think of the ziplining? Was it what you thought it was gonna be?
It was actually kind of everything that I thought it would be. I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed how we the place that we went to or whatever. Normally when I see ziplining videos, they're like going over an ocean, they're going over a mountain. But for my first time, that was actually kind of perfect. Just to get my feet wet and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all got me with that one. Y'all got me with that one. I really enjoyed the ziplining, and that was my first time doing it.
And we got
Uh,
some pretty dope pictures from
we,
the
we
ziplining.
did, we did. We got some very dope pictures of the zip line. I mean, they could do a little bit better with a picture taking a little bit, but overall,
Hmm.
I enjoyed the experience. It was everything that I thought it could be as far as zip lining. It had
Did
stopped
you let go
raining,
of the line?
huh?
Did you let go of the line ever when you were ziplining down,
I think
or
I
did
might
you
have
hold
did it
on for?
on the last one, and that's what kind of caused me to crash a little bit because I took my hand out or whatever. But
So I
yeah,
took my hand off on the last one, but remember that that's when the guy gave me a boost, like he lifted me all the way up and then threw me down the zip line.
yeah.
And when I let go, and that's when I did the whole thing like that with my tongue out or
Yeah,
whatever.
I just
But that
kept
was
coming
super fun
down backwards. Like I just kept turning at some point, and I would
because
come.
you weren't leaning.
Yeah, so but it was fun though. I enjoyed it. I would definitely want to do it again
Hmm.
as well. So yeah, I enjoyed the zip lining. The next part of that I actually enjoyed was actually going down in a cave. I ain't never been down in a cave like that
With
before.
no bats.
Yeah, it didn't have no bats this time, but I enjoyed the scenery of that cave. It kind of was like, is this real? Like, am I at Disney
Hmm.
World or something like that? Like, this place
It
looks
was real nice.
beautiful. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
it looked
All
real
the water
nice.
and the little things coming down out the ceiling. It was real nice.
Right. So I'm
And
gonna
the way
drop a
they
whole
had it
video
like
about
lit
that.
up, and yeah, they had that lit up at certain times. So it
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
The Harrison Cave experience was pretty nice. Probably some of those the water that I seen, some of the different shapes of the different what they call it mountain. It ain't a mountain, but what they call
Something
it?
lights. uh, Something lights. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Either way, it was beautiful. Stay tuned. There's gonna be a whole nother video about Harrison Cave and what we saw and how that experience went. But I was impressed with the zip lining. I was impressed with the cave tour as well. We didn't see no bats, so we didn't see no monkeys. But we'll catch that on the next
I
trip,
was
maybe.
happy about not seeing monkeys.
I
I ain't
wanted
even
to
gonna
see
lie to you.
monkeys though. I wanted to see monkeys.
I didn't.
I wanted to get my H Ventura on. I really did,
Mm.
especially after seeing what you saw in Costa Rica. Like
I didn't. That's why I didn't want to see the monkeys because I seen them in Costa Rica.
I wanted to
Remember
see
the
the
girl
monkeys.
from the boat, Mia? She
Yeah.
has a video on Instagram, and the monkeys was chasing her. She was running. They looked like they was aggressive monkeys.
I wanted to see the monkeys. I wanted the bats. I probably could have held off on because we've seen bats in Aruba. But I wanted to see the monkeys. But overall, the cave experience was amazing. What I saw in the cave, the sound in the cave, the darkness, the waterfall that we actually seen in there.
Yeah, that was dope.
I went and took a picture of that and stepped in a whole puddle of water over there. But I enjoyed the waterfall picture and
Hmm.
just the experience in general. Like being underground so far, it was what like 130 feet underneath or something like that.
180. Yeah, we was
180
down.
underneath the
Yeah,
surface. Like all we needed
it was
was an
dope.
earthquake to come through. We was goners.
Leave it up to you to say something like
I'm
that.
just saying, we 100
Yeah.
feet underneath the ground. Earthquake come through there. Things start. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's still underwater or not, but I mean,
Hmm.
what got me was
And
like she say,
then
in the case of emergency, we got to crawl out, but it's gonna take 2 hours to get there.
right,
I'm
right.
like,
Like
ma'am,
what?
ma'am, what, what?
uh, let's see. After the caves, we went back, got dressed, we made reservations. We went. Oh, before we even did that, we went back and got in the pool again and had more drinks.
Right.
And then we went back and got dressed for dinner. Dinner was cool. That's when you got your little birthday thing. You had to blow the
Mm-hmm.
little sparkly thing out, and it
Yep.
was nice.
Yep.
They was playing the music, and dinner was great. I mean, honestly, the food, the resort food, it was good.
Right.
So even the breakfast, it was good.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's what we have resorted to though, is just going to all inclusive. Like if it's not all inclusive, we got to choose another spot because normally on
but
vacations you go and spend a whole lot more extra money.
yeah, but sometimes the all inclusives aren't that good, like the food on resort. But
Right.
this resort, it was good. Like we were staying at O2. That
The O2 Beach Club. Have you stayed at
yeah,
all inclusive that haven't had good food yet? I don't think we have.
I have. When we went to Costa Rica, I didn't think the
Oh,
food on
Costa
resort was
Rica.
that good.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
because you wasn't with the only flights. That's why.
Oh
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
And Jamaica was all inclusive. The food was decent, but it was nothing like Barbados. So here's what I liked about it, right? They mixed some of the culture food into the regular menus somehow.
Right.
And not all resorts do that. A lot of times they have mainstream food, and we had that stuff already,
Right.
but on this resort, they had like cultural food there, so you can get the cultural experience on resort without even leaving. Even the beaches there were like fire. Like the
Right.
beach was fire.
Well, you know my thing. Wherever we go, I gotta have the most local food ever. Like, so I
Yeah.
needed the most Barbadian food ever.
Well, you got that at Oistins,
Yeah,
so
and it was good. Like I said, I don't know if that was fish or not, but that's what they said.
and
Allegedly, that was fish. It was good. I
then
ate
we
it. I
had
probably was hungry though.
what was that drink that we had? That was like a Caribbean drink. It was God, I can't remember the name of it. Remember
You ain't
when
know
we first
because you ain't know what it was. You
you
told them to
right.
give
I
you
didn't know what it
anything.
was. I ain't tell him to give me anything. I pointed directly to that. And I was like, "Oh, they have this. Let's get it." I don't remember the name of it, but it was good.
Yeah, I don't. I
I
enjoy
mean, too bad we
myself.
don't drink beer because I would have liked to have tried
The
because
banks.
the Banks beer, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Because
drink beer.
I when I looked up Barbados, they talked a lot about Banks beer, and then they have two different beers that are real popular there. But I'm not a beer drinker, so I wouldn't have enjoyed that at all.
Yeah, I'm not a beer drinker either, so I wouldn't have liked it. But overall, I enjoyed the punch. I enjoyed some of the other stuff that we had. I think in the room when you was mixing me a few drinks, you gave me some type of liquor that they actually have on the island. I forgot the name of it, but it was some sort of rum or
It was
whatever.
a rum, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
I don't
rum.
remember the name of it, but
Yeah, it was
it was
great.
good.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
The mangoes there was good.
Yep. Toto's up.
Toto's up.
Toto's up. But overall, it was a great trip. I enjoyed it. Y'all surprised me. Y'all got me with the boats. You got me with the zip line in the cave and the excursions. It felt kind of different not planning out stuff, but I let y'all handle it and y'all did well. So kudos to y'all. Another successful trip. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was lit.
Yeah, I mean everything was fun. We had some stories that happened that we're gonna have to leave
Mm,
until after we retire. You know, maybe one day we can get the third person to the flights only crew on a episode of Sibs. So when we say the person in the only flights crew that's most likely to get us locked up in another country, and then we both gonna point at her. Um,
yeah, we had to say that story
um,
when we
yeah,
don't
we'll
need
have to
our
save that
jobs.
story for retirement when we don't need our
Yeah,
jobs.
when we
Okay.
not working, when we ain't got others depending on us, because that story probably could cause a lot of controversy
A
and
lot of
it could get
exactly.
us in trouble. So we just gonna
A
leave that
lot
out.
of it.
Yeah,
Let's just say I was cornered into something that I did not. Anytime you in a car and one person just yells loud, "What is going on right now? Like
right,
what's happening right now?"
right.
Yeah. And we also, so one thing we forgot, we also had our leisurely stroll into Barbados. So we walked,
Hmm.
it was a long ways, maybe not quite a mile, but a mile or so
Yeah, that
off
walk was
off
fun
site.
though. We saw different
It was
things.
fun. So we saw different things
Yeah,
and different
it was
people, and
dangerous considering we was in
it was another
another
country.
country and we was walking at
Somebody
night.
could have, yeah, somebody could have swiped us right on up.
But hey, if it ain't dangerous, we don't want to do it. So
Right, right. But no, it was a lot of fun. Tons and tons of fun.
Yes.
Memorable, lots of stories to tell. Um,
Stories that we can't even tell. And I think we
you
formed
know what?
another
Before you
sticker.
post this video, oh yeah, we got another sticker out of the trip. Before
Hmm.
you post this video, you should put the picture just so people know how you get down of you dead on the float
Right.
at the end of this
That was
video.
truly like, I know you guys been hearing us saying a lot on social media, but that was a true Jet2 holiday for sure.
For sure. You should put your Jet2 picture up there somewhere, but at the end of the video, because
That's gonna be
that
the name of the
was
episode,
hilarious.
Barbados Jet2 holiday.
Jet2Hoilday.
Because
That's right.
what we did and what we experienced definitely was a Jet2 holiday that we're going to be able to
Even
spill the
when
beans
like
later.
the chair grew legs and moved
Oh, it
itself
did
from
for
under
sure.
you,
It did
for
for
sure. I
sure
turned
for
around. I'm
sure.
like, did you just fall
I
out
did
that
not
shit? You
fall
was
out of
like,
the chair. The story is that I got up to move and the chair just totally just moved underneath me and I just fell. Like
right. That's exactly
that
what
hadn't I
happened.
was completely okay, but the chair just
Right.
decided that it was just
Cause I
gonna
turned around. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Both me and
listen.
her was like, yo.
That was the chair's fault. But again, we got mega
The chair's
stories
fault.
that we
Got
can't
it.
even talk about at this present moment. So
Correct.
maybe we'll make the
It shall
video.
remain in the
Yeah,
archives.
we'll make the
Hmm.
video and schedule it for like 30 years from now because it ain't
Exactly.
coming out no time. That this trip is in the same vault that Cabo is in. That's
Facts.
it's locked away. Just know Jet2 holiday. That's all you need to know.
Yes.
That's all you need to know about my birthday trip is Jet2
Right.
holiday.
Right. So until the next trip, maybe the next trip will be my Jet2 Hoilday. You never know.
We hope so.
Um,
We hope so.
yeah, well, I always have fun on my birthday. You know that.
I know. But anyways, that was Barbados. I enjoy myself. I applaud you guys for doing everything that you did for me. The excursions, the celebrations, the games that we played, everything that we did, top notch. Once again, another celebration down, another birthday trip down, another Jet2 holiday.
Correct. Jet2
It's for the
holiday.
books. It's for the books. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the next one
So
coming
that
up
was
is actually
for
what your birthday. So
my birthday.
yeah,
Everybody can stay tuned so they know where we're going.
stay tuned for
Just
that.
stay
But
tuned.
we hopefully we are able to drop some more videos about Barbados eventually. But again, thank you guys. I enjoy myself. Jet2 holiday, 100.
For
percent
sure. I can't wait until you do the PTO post. Paid time off.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably Monday. But
Yeah. So yeah, but that was Barbados, another one of our things. You gotta think, we got a lot of things to talk about coming up. A lot of our shows is about to come back.
mhm,
Fantasy football and football season in general is coming back. So, summer might have been boring for some folks, but no worries. We got a lot of Sibs content coming soon. And for those who play fantasy football, stay tuned. I don't know, Rich, maybe we should go live or something and do a
we
mock
might,
draft with the people. We might.
we might.
We'll figure this out. But yeah, that was Barbados in the books.
Yep, Jet2 holiday.
Jet2Hoilday.
All right, make sure you guys turn on your notifications. Subscribe to the channel as well. Drop a follow. Turn on your notifications so you never miss another video of Sibs Unscripted. And we'll catch you guys on the next holiday or the next Jet2 holiday. It
Jet2Hoilday.
was amazing.
Peace,
All right.
everybody.